TVC Breakfast Weekend Edition, only on TVC News.
Thank you for staying with us on World Now. Let's now talk about the Russia-Ukraine war. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has arrived in Ukraine to hold talks with President Volodymyr Zelensky. The trip comes just weeks after he met the Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow. The visit is reportedly being keenly watched in Russia, which is still into fierce battles with its neighbor Ukraine. India has repeatedly called for a ceasefire, but has refrained from condemning Russia's invasion. Russia is a major supplier of India's arms and a long-standing partner it sees as key to balancing its strained relationship with China. Meanwhile, in an effort to strengthen its ability to prosecute Russian war crimes and to secure compensation for victims, Ukraine has ratified the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court to move it closer to full membership of the ICC. Talking about the Israel-Hamas war, the Canada water reservoir in Rafah, southern Gaza, has been reportedly hit. An orange blaze tore through the critical facility in the Tel Sultan neighborhood. The United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs says the reservoir could hold 3 million liters of water and was central to the treatment and distribution of water in the Rafah governorate. The reservoir for 150,000 people prior to the 7th of October when the war began. Now, weapons dealers in Yemen are allegedly openly using the social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, to sell Kalashnikovs, pistols, grenades, and grenade launchers. The traders operate in the capital, Sana'a, and other areas under control of the Houthis, a rebel group backed by Iran and prescribed as terrorists by the U.S. and Australian government. An investigation by the Times newspaper found that several of the Yemeni accounts bore the blue tick of verification. Now, Venezuela's Supreme Court ruled Thursday that President Nicolas Maduro won the 28th of July presidential election. The court ruled on the long-disputed election results between the ruling party and the opposition and said it found no irregularities in the results announced by the National Electoral Council on the 29th of July. According to the CNE's July 29th results, Mr. Maduro won 51.2% of the vote, securing a third term. Opposition candidates Edmundo Gonzalez and Maria Corina Machado rejected the outcome. It confirmed President Nicolas Maduro's victory. As the highest judicial authority, the Supreme Court validates the legitimacy of elections in Venezuela.